Hello, how are we doing? I hope everybody's really well. Now, I'm continuing to push the Freemasons Hall debacle. I'm the only one doing it. This is incredible. I mean, I thought that everybody would be all over this, but once again, I am stunned. It never stops being interesting, I have to say, all of this. All of us who'd figured out during the COVID scam that it was the Freemasons. I mean, RTE even put the Freemasons sign on the floor when they were doing that little dance. That little ritualistic dance on RTE, on the Late Late Show, to welcome in the big scam. And then we had all the signs with all the 33s. Remember all the 33s? And then we had all the little nudges and winks along the way that we spotted throughout the COVID scam. But now everybody's playing dumb because it doesn't suit their narrative. So those people who spoke out, and you know what, there were so few of us. And a lot of them were even Freemasons. That's what we're finding out now. A lot of the people who spoke out were Freemasons. Oh, I mean, what? Who knew? But that is how tricky this thing gets. We're in a swamp. And the only way out is actually the objective truth. And sometimes the Freemasons will put their little people in these camps, repeat the things that we're saying, reflect them back at us so they sound like, they're one of us kind of thing. But this whole Freemasons Hall thing has really exposed who's who. So Conor McGregor, okay, let's say he just rented it out, right? Let's just say Tucker Carlson's people made a mistake. They were looking for some place near the Marion Hotel, okay? So maybe the Yanks got it wrong. But even at that, Tucker Carlson's people would have had to go through freemason.ie. Yeah, freemason.ie. That's the website address for 17 Molesworth Street. So don't tell me that Tucker Carlson hadn't a rashers when he walked in and saw the checkered floor and the pillars. And he went, oh, this is nice. Oh, okay, well, never mind. I mean, how stupid do you have to be? And the amount of people on X telling me that I haven't a clue what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm the one who spent 16 years setting up interviews in and around Molesworth Street. Okay, I was outside the Dáil for practically 6 years interviewing politicians. You'd go to Buzzwell's Hotel if you needed to, or out in the street. And for Expose, another 10 years setting up interviews. Sometimes you do three interviews a day, 3 broadcasts, constantly doing broadcasts for all that time. And you're telling me I don't know what I'm talking about? I absolutely know what I'm talking about on this one. The Freemasons Hall was not on the radar for anybody. You needed a special knock. Plus, why would you want to rent it out? You'd only want to rent it out if you are a Freemason, or if you like the checkered floor and the pillars and all the weird stuff inside. Okay, all that Egyptology, all the mystery schools, all that dark magic. I mean, as far as I was concerned, the lads were in there making some magic spells. Okay, so now everybody's saying, the Freemasons, they're all right. They're okay. No, they're not. So we have all the free flag wavers. We've Andy Quirk now, telling us that he sold something personal. We're not sure what it is. He sold something personal to buy all those flags for the Conor McGregor production. Apparently there's going to be some kind of Netflix production as well. So, and here's the hard bit for some people to wrap their heads around, is that some of these Zionist assets, Israeli assets, are the very ones that are the most, say, anti-Semitic, and I use that term loosely.
What did the cops say?
Don't talk to the Jews.
You don't talk to the Jews?
Yeah. No.
Well, most of our viewers are non-Jewish.
Well, you are, so I don't talk to Jews.
Okay, well, talk through me to my Christian viewers.
I'm not talking to Jews.
They're the ones that are pushing the Nazi dialogue. They're the ones saying the most hateful things about Jews. Justin Barrett's little exchange with Ezra Levant was very, very telling. There's no way he just bumped into him. There's not a chance. And that the cameras were all set up and ready to roll. So people need to just start seeing through these things. And if you believe that Andy Quirk sold something personal to buy everybody a flag, for Dr. Quirky's Good Time Emporium, okay, well then, really we've got a long way to go. We are at war, folks. We need to be thinking strategically and we need to be a bit more intelligent. There are the willfully ignorant who want to gloss over the Freemasons Hall story. And those who want to gloss over it are suspicious in my eyes. I find it peculiar. Why would you want to gloss over? This is one where you go in hard. You know, if you are properly studying the story, this is one where you nobble down and you go in hard. And it's incredible that I have turned out to be the only one saying all this stuff. Now, I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. I shouldn't be, should I? But I'm going to keep saying it because it's important. Because people are going to make a big mistake. If you're going to go along with the Freemason thing, everybody who went along with it during the COVID scam ended up with a bioweapon stuck in their arm a few times. And what you think is going to happen to the nationalists who go along with the Freemason leaders? What do you think is going to happen? So anyway, I'll leave it there. But the big one actually, before I go, is the Eskimo Supreme video. The fact that that came out and everybody just zipped up about it. That was the story. That's the big story. And for people to pretend that the Eskimo Supreme disgusting, filthy music video, also shot at 17 Molesworth Street, is somehow an accident, really is very, very telling. And to have no opinion on the disgusting video. That's going to tell you who the Freemasons are, because anybody with any little bit of moral integrity is going to say that is absolutely vile. And the fact that Conor McGregor's record label used the premises, you know, again, what they booked it again, there's obviously a relationship there. And then talk about rubbing our noses in it, the fact that the video is so disgusting. It's not an accident, folks. None of it is an accident.
We got that